morning, good afternoon, good evening. Greetings from TaiyangNews. Happy New Year. The first month is, two-thirds over, so we're well into the new year. A lot has happened. Nevertheless, I think it's still a good time to look back and look forward. So that's the title of our webinar today. My name is Michael Schmela. I'm the Managing Director of TaiyangNews, and I'm very happy to have you all with me today. Before I go into the details, I want to say thanks a lot to our sponsor, JA Solar. So without sponsors like JA Solar, we couldn't do that. So if you're interested in sponsoring our webinars or our reports, please get in touch. Our marketing people will be happy to talk to you. Let's talk briefly about what we're planning today. So we have three great speakers who will present their views on the market. We start with Sonia Dunlop, CEO of the Global Solar Council, who will provide her view on the global challenges and solutions, especially from the policy side of things, but also looking at standards and markets. We have with Henning Schulz, the president for Europe of JA Solar. He will give his view on the evolution and the future trajectory of the PV industry. Last but not least, we're very happy also to have Jenny Jays, lead solar analyst of Bloomberg NEF, and she will provide her latest outlook for the industry. We will then have, the presentations will be between 15 and 20 minutes, and then we will have also 20 to 30 minutes for a panel. And please also ask questions, comment, communicate in our chat. This is the way to communicate with us and also to each other throughout this webinar. That's how we try to make it as interactive as possible. Just a few words from me. So I think this is actually not our first event. We were early birds at Taiyang this time. So we had already an event in early January in Ahmedabad in Gujarat, India. It was the first time we were doing this. It was an invitation-only event where we invited executives from Indian manufacturers and brought them together with experts in markets, policy, technology. So Sonia from GSC was there, the Indian National Association and SEFI were there. And we tried simply to kind of look at the market from different views. It was a closed-door event, so we're not talking too much about that. But it was interesting actually to catch up together and see how much positive spirit there was in India. And I think that was a good start for us. It was also interesting, next slide, to see what's happening on the price front. I just added that slide because I haven't seen any price slides among what the presenters later on present. And we've seen at least somewhat more upstream, that's the weekly price index we publish on our website, that there were some positive developments for the manufacturers. Silicon wafer and cell prices somewhat went up. On the module front, unfortunately, I think nothing happened. We saw even for PERC modules that prices somewhat went down. Solar glass also went down somewhat. And here you can see that after the last year was meant another dramatic decrease in prices in the last few weeks of the year, it somewhat stabilized. And again, now we've seen prices for at least PERC coming somewhat down. Let's see, we will discuss that also later, what will happen. Just want to show also one slide that Radovan Kopeček from IC Constance recently showed at our last event on technology. This is basically a slide from the Terawatt workshop where the leading scientists actually meet once in a while, discussing how they see long-term growth for solar. And this is somewhat along the learning curve. And you can simply see we increased recently 2 terawatt through 3 terawatt cumulative is also on the table basically. But here you can see in orange actually what the annual installations are. Jenny will give us the latest number today. But you can see that also there the terawatt and even the 3 terawatt is not so far away. So pretty optimistic. And I think while we will discuss mostly what we are seeing this year, would be also good to keep that in mind.